Hi guys, and today what we have in front of us is a Mercedes-Benz C300 coupe. And what we're going to do with this coupe is we're going to actually do the paint protection with a new car paint protection treatment using Optics OPD. Now, but before we start with the coating, we've got to prep the car up and doing things like cleaning the car. And I thought, well, since I'm going to clean the wheels, maybe I just do a quick vid and show you how I clean the wheels. So look, to start with, we're going to give the wheel a rinse off with a high pressure cleaner. So give me a sec. So using a high pressure cleaner, we're going to give this a spray down, get some of this brake dust off. Let me show you the brake dust, how dirty it actually is. Yep, it's grubby. So here we have a quick release lance, and this is connected onto a very cheap. I think I paid like $200 for the gurney. Got it from Bunnings, and then I've got a nice little nozzle on this quick release. This nozzle does a 40-degree spray. That means the fan of the spray out of this nozzle is 40 degree in terms of angle. Okay. Bear in mind, this car is actually only like a week old since it was delivered, so the brake dust on there is a week. There isn't any other stained in or ingrained brake dust that's been accumulated over months, so it should actually clean up. It should be quite easy to clean. And so when I sprayed this down, I can tell you that I didn't put any chemical on this. This was just how it was, dirty, and then just pressure cleaned off as a rinse before I start using some chemical, if I even need chemical. But let's just do a close-up as to how well it cleaned without any chemical. Now you saw how dirty it was before. It's heaps cleaner. Even the inside of the barrel is heaps cleaner just from high pressure clean. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is, this is Chemical Guys Diablo Wheel Gel. It's been watered down 4:1, so it's diluted, and I could just use that and that will clean it really well, which is great for a maintenance clean. But because I haven't ever cleaned this car before, and I don't know how the detailers detailed this car pre-delivery, I'm not sure if they used an ion reactive product that might deionize the wheels, etc. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Chemical Guys Decon and spray that around on the rims like so, get it inside the barrels, behind the calipers. Now then, just going to let that sit for a minute, and what that will do is it's going to react with the ferrous metals and it will turn purple. The liquid itself, which I've sprayed on, will turn purple, and that is a sign that it's now come in contact with a ferrous metal and it's trying to break it down and break the bond. So let's have a look at it now. It's only been like 10 seconds, and you should see, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but you see these purple streaks there? Those purple streaks are from the chemical reacting, as I said, with the ferrous metal, like the iron particles which come off the brake dust. So now that that's been sprayed on there, you can just high pressure clean this off, and actually most brake dust would just fall off with it. But I'd rather do a thorough clean since we are doing a new car protection, so I like to do all the processes properly. Even if it doesn't need doing, it just needs to be done properly. So I'm grabbing a flag tipped brush, which is a Chemical Guys product, and there are other brands that have them as well, but I prefer to use the Chemical Guys one. And just like so, we're going around anti-clockwise onto every spoke going right around like so, not doubling up. So it is a systematic sort of order that I'm doing it in. Now then, that's the face of the wheel. Oh, that's the face of the wheel cleaned. So what we've done is we sprayed a chemical. The chemical reacts with the dirt, the debris, the brake dust, and helps to break the bond. By using the brush, we are now using an agitation method. So it's agitating all of that, and then encapsulates within the actual surfactants in the chemical. And then when you add water to rinse it off, all those dirt, debris and brake dust, that's all encapsulated within the surfactants and whatnot, then drop off, leaving a nice clean rim, including... Okay, next, what we're going to do is grab an ease detail brush. Now, these will last someone almost a lifetime if I was to use this as a professional every single day, 5 times a day, this one brush will probably last me close to 2 years. So if this is for someone who's just a DIY, washing their own personal cars, which is usually 1 or 2 cars, and that's probably only once or twice a week, once or twice a fortnight, this brush will probably last you quite some time. And the beauty about this brush, first of all, we'll wet it. It gets into the barrels. So let's have a look at that. See, it gets into that barrel there. Just a little bit of agitation to the inside of the barrels of the wheels. See, it even fits between most calipers and the wheels. Okay, and that's how I clean wheels as a standard. There are other methods and other tools I may use on other jobs, but as a standard, that's probably where I start from in most cases. I hope you found some of this info helpful. I hope there's a few tips and tricks there that you guys have picked up, and if you'd like to see more of this, maybe you could leave your name and details down with me on a list for our next detailing class. Once we have the right amount of numbers that I need to run the class, I'll let all the people who are on the list know and invite them into that class. Catch ya.